In September 2012, 7 young people aged 15 to 17 from Nepal, Uganda, Guatemala and Albania travelled to New York to raise awareness among UN member states, UN institutions and non-governmental organisations about children and young people's contributions to peace processes and peace building, to lobby for young people's participation at all levels, and to discuss steps towards a UN resolution on children, youth and peace building. The young people took part in several days of workshops and exercises to help them get clear and confident about what they wanted to say.
Oh, that's different. So when you're hearing other presentation, we can try and start drawing together what's similar, what's different, that we might want to capture to present later in the week.
The situation in Africa. The question is why children and young people's role in Africa relevant to them in peace building. One of the answers you have got is that it empowers children and young people with problem-solving skills. The key challenges are lack of support to carry out peace-building work, especially in remote areas.
And all of them, they are showing the street dramas to spread awareness about the peace. And there also you can see
que son distintos. No sé si le van a entender. No logramos tener traducción para este video, pero es poco lo que se habla en español.
Un mundo sin violencia, seguridad entre nosotros mismos y también con todas las personas.
First of all, our presentation is not only from Albania, but is from our region, from Europe, so it has things from opinions from Bosnia and Herzegovina, Norway and Palestine, and Albania too.
The smallest country will have 6 chairs. The biggest country will also have 6 chairs.
It doesn't matter.
This one matters a lot because actually if you read the question and you come to the answers, it's so different.
that's why I'm telling that we need to have active group participation and discussion. The resolutions of problems.
De nuestros países o regiones.
Identify the key speaker.
Who has something important to share? We're going to put it on here.
Schools as peace zones.
Hello, welcome. Just come straight through here. The ambassador's ready to meet you.
This is our group from Albania.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to the mission of Guatemala.
After preparing and practicing what they wanted to say, on the second day the group went to meet and talk to the missions to the UN from Guatemala, Nepal, Albania and Norway. They discussed the situation of children and young people in their regions and lobbied for their participation in peace processes.
Queremos que haga una resolución y que también ese es el impacto que nosotros tenemos porque ya no queremos que manden las balas, ¿va? Sino que nosotros ya estamos cansados de eso, ¿va? Queremos que haya paz, cambiar armas, cambiar drogadicción.
La media de edad en esta misión son, yo calcularía que 35 años. Es muy joven para una misión tan grande y tan importante para el gobierno de Guatemala, pero creo que también es un poco el reflejo que somos un país de gente joven.
We are here to say you what we have done so far and what we want still to achieve.
And one of the things that's come out of all of this work over the years is that children and youth are very committed to working on peace processes and peace building at all of these different levels, from violence in the schools to open war in places like Sudan and Uganda, and finding ways to collaborate together on a global level to push an agenda forward, perhaps a UN resolution that's similar to the UN Resolution 1325 on women, peace and security, but looking at a UN resolution on children, youth, and peace building. And that's something that they feel there is a gap in the current infrastructure.
Let's go build some peace.
Welcome to all of you. We're very, very happy to meet with you and to see you here. And we're very much looking forward to tomorrow's event at the IPI.
Somos portavoces de varios niños y niñas de nuestra región.
In my regions, there are many laws and policies which are being made, but still now they are not completely implemented, and there also no good monitoring.
They are suffering so much in the bush. Their lips are being cut off. Their legs. And their ears are being also cut off. I'm appealing to you if there is any way out. You can get a way out of bringing those kids from the bush would be so better.
And so it's very unique to hear your voices in this discourse. So we look forward to your messages tomorrow at the panel, and based on today's presentations, I think it's going to go very well.
Who's on the panel?
Panel.
Kevin.
Kevin!
Okay.
And you're going to be from what? Kevin! Woo!
Erbil.
Yeah.
Yes! Well, and we have 2 young women, 2 young men.
Why do you think that children and youth can do something better than adults? They have more experience, so what can you do more better and more?
That a child can really do drama against but act at school. And when the friend happens to see, can take it home and really implement that can bring change.
So we have 4 resolutions! Very good.
After a day of discussions, the team travelled to Harlem to see a peace wall and to hear from locals about a project that uses art as a vehicle for peace.
The Pieces for Peace project like I said, ask the question, what does peace look like to you? And through that project, you're able to share this experience of peace through art.
Adiós. Que la pasen bien.
Relajado. Relax.
Relax. Brilliant.
Very exciting.
Wonderful.
Very good.
Wonderful. Fantastic.
And if I'm in this gun and you're in that gun, we'll fight. We might use knives, we might use guns, we might try and smuggle drugs, we might try. But if you're not in our gun, then you're our Uganda, and you can say our friends in other regions. give time for translation.
Stop and translation and then one speak. Because both of you will speak at the same time and we are not understand. Yesterday I was like, she's also speaking, she was also speaking. In my regions, children they are not getting this proper security. Even they don't have the foods to eat, and they are not getting the opportunity to fulfill the basic needs and good health service too.
You're one of the bravest people that I have met. And when I listened to you speak yesterday, you touched me with your words. And I think in the last 2 days, you've inspired every single one of us in this room. All in this together, once we know that we are the children of peace.
My name is Sanjay.
Avilasa.
Katerina.
Erblin.
Gloria.
Kevin.
Julieta.
There are 7 of us.
But there are more than 2 billion children and youth around the world.
We are campaigning together for a new UN resolution, children, youth, and peace building. Join us.
Únanse a nosotros.
Únanse a nosotros.
Join us in Luo.
Join us in Luo.
No, no.
Young girls are given to old men as their husbands, and once you refuse, you are being killed. Children are also being exposed to street lives. When they lose their parents, they will have nowhere to go. And when they go home, where at least they can stay with their relatives, they are being mistreated. They have no peace in their homes. They are being beaten. They are being given heavy loads heavy work to do.
We children, we are organizing our workshops with peers, teachers, and parents for the information sharings. And we are also broadcasting many awareness programs related to end the violence and conflict on the televisions and radios. And likewise, we children, we are writing and publishing many articles on newspapers.
Necesitamos una resolución
Need a resolution
del Consejo de Seguridad de las Naciones
from
Unidas.
the Security Council of the United Nations.
Y en la resolución
And in this resolution,
necesitamos lo siguiente.
we need the following.
Nuestra recomendación es
Our recommendation is
espacio para la participación de los niños y niñas en procesos de paz.
a space for the participation of boys and girls in peace-building spaces.
Y consideramos de que esto debe de incluirse
We consider that this must include
un presupuesto aún más grande para los niños y para procesos de paz.
a budget for girls and boys and peace building.
También el apoyo a las instituciones y organizaciones juveniles o de infantos juveniles que ya existen.
And support for the organizations and initiatives for boys and girls that already exist.
Ya que son muchos los niños en todo el mundo que están trabajando por tal de construir la paz a nivel mundial.
As there already are many boys and girls working in these efforts to build peace across the globe.
Nuestra siguiente recomendación es que las escuelas sean zonas de paz.
Our next recommendation is that schools be zones of peace.
Y creemos que en el currículo debe de incluirse
And we believe that the curriculum must include
en todas las escuelas
in all the schools
el tema y clases sobre construcción de paz y resolución de conflictos.
themes and classes over classes with themes about peace building.
Ne lëndohemi,
We are injured.
ne vritemi,
We are killed.
ne përdunohemi,
We are raped.
traumatizohemi fizikisht dhe emocionalisht nga dhuna.
We are physically and emotionally traumatized by use of violence.
Ne ju themi juve
We are saying to you,
se nuk kemi shumë të rinj për të ditur dhe për të zgjedhur diçka më të mirë.
we are not too young to choose and
Për të zgjedhur diçka më të mirë.
to choose something better.
Ne nuk jemi të vegjël për të ndërtuar paqen.
We are not young to build peace.
Shpresa dhe përpjekjet tona për të pasur një botë sa më të mirë na kanë mbështetur neve deri tani.
Our hopes and efforts has supported us so far to build peace.
Dhe ne e dim që do t'i arrijmë.
And we know we will succeed.
Ne kemi një ëndër që miliarda dollarët që shpenzohen për të ndërtuar armë,
we have a dream that trillions of dollars that are spent for weapons
të shpenzohen për të ndërtuar paqen.
To be spent in peace building.
We have a dream that one day all the children we have a I'm sorry. Gandhi ka thënë.
Gandhi said,
"Bëu ndryshimin që do të shohësh në botë."
Be the change you want to see in the world.
Unë sot po qëndroj këtu para jush.
I'm here in front of you.
Ky është ndryshimi që ne duam të shohim.
And this is the change that I want to see and we want to see.
Ky është ndryshimi që duam ta bëjmë realitet.
This is the change we want to become a reality.
Unë po punoj për këtë gjë.
I'm working for that.
Ne po punojmë për këtë gjë.
We are working for that.
Kështu që bashkohuni me ne.
Join us.
Thank you.
Namaste. My name is Sanjay Barna. मेरो देशमा बालबालिकाहरूले विद्यालय नगएका अरू बालबालिकाहरूलाई जुन द्वन्द्वबाट प्रभावित भएका छन् उनीहरूलाई विद्यालय जानको लागि सहयोग गर्दछन्.
Necesitamos la resolución.
We need the resolution.
Porque tenemos mucha violencia en Guatemala y en todo el mundo.
Because we have a lot of violence in Guatemala and all of the world.
Queremos paz, ya no más violencia.
We want peace, no more violence.
I see the idea of actually including young people in peace building. If we don't do it, the alternative is actually an international security issue.
If you negotiate a peace agreement among the warring factions, the people who fight, and then you keep it as a very elite pact among these, and you don't open up the processes, is one of the biggest predictors in creating problems down the line.
It is so important to have children have their voice in those peace agreements, and their views, their issues are reflected.
We want that the participation of the 7 young people from the 4 countries being present in New York here today to create and strengthen the recognition of the need for a UN resolution on children, youth and peace building among the government and UN missions, among the UN agencies and civil society.
I think it really has taken a huge leap forward in what the advocacy you really influence, and that key message was so heard, and I think we've got a lot more allies as a result, so it's very, very exciting for the future.
A few groups of you I picked up at the airport a few days ago, and for some of you it had been the first time you ever left your country. You know, and you're dealing with jet lag in different time zones, and to come to New York, it's like, whoa. And I can hardly believe that just a few days later, that you were such incredible advocates today.
You've energized us, impressed us, and it will be exciting to see what each of you goes on to do, and the ripple effect of the impact of you coming here to New York.
आजको जुन परफर्मेन्स थियो त्यसमा हामीले आफ्नो भूमिका राम्रोसँग निर्वाह गर्न पायौं त्यसैले नै म खुसी छु.
This day was the greatest day of my life, really, yeah. And I don't know, it's really fantastic, and I hope that this is only the beginning of my career.
It's really impressive. I think it's not only the audience who is impressed, but also we who have been working with you. And when we see the process these last days, I'm just impressed. It's an enormous sort of development, and consolidation of many years of work. So it's like, what are we going to do now?